We're here back at the Fantasy Bar Wednesday night in the NBA. We got 6 of my favorite plays, and we're going to stay in the mid-range. Every single play, 8K or below on DraftKings. Some injury situations we want to capitalize on. Some matchups I think we want to exploit. And, of course, my favorite play on the board. Who is it? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Wednesday edition, Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Good to be back in the Fantasy Bar. 6 guys fresh off the tap for you on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out the video. Before we get into the plays, you know the drill. Take a second, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Don't miss any of the content. We will be doing an NFL playoff 6-pack along with pints and picks, 13 and 4 on those NFL bets over the last 9 weeks. So make sure you subscribe. You don't miss any of the content. Also, head over to scoresandodds.com/beer. Check everything out there for all of your sports betting needs. All right, let's get into it. Looks like a fun slate on Wednesday night. Let's start at the point guard position with Killian Hayes of Detroit. I love going back to Hayes here. He's been playing incredible. Down game last night. That may scare some people away. Maybe that lowers the ownership here a little bit. But before that game, we're talking 33 or more DraftKings points in 5 of the last 6. In fact, 3 of those went for 40 plus. So you do the math on this salary. You're talking about a 7-8x return here for Killian Hayes. Exactly what we're looking for in our tournament builds. And Minnesota has struggled against this position. 7th most fantasy points allowed to the point guard position. Let's go right back to the well here on Killian Hayes. All right, let's go to the other side of that game, get some correlation with the big man, Rudy Gobert of Minnesota. So it should absolutely dominate this interior here. We'll see what kind of bodies Detroit has. Duran Stewart missed last night. We'll see if they return. Even if they're in there, it's a young, inexperienced front court here that Gobert should absolutely tear up. Detroit at bottom 5, rebounds allowed, blocks allowed. We're talking exact wheelhouse here for Rudy Gobert here, and good form here. 3 straight double-doubles for him, averaging almost 45 DraftKings points per game here over the last 3. Anthony Edwards questionable, maybe gets a couple extra shots down low. Either way, Rudy Gobert, just a mismatch for this young Detroit Pistons team. All right, back to guard at point guard, shooting guard with some value with Dwayne Washington Jr. of Phoenix. So we know Devin Booker going to be out, Cameron Payne on the shelf, Chris Paul listed as questionable here. Don't know if he returns in this game, and it's going to mean more minutes, more usage here for Dwayne Washington, who's answered the bell here, playing incredibly well. 30 or more DraftKings points now in each of the last 2 games, and if this continues, this guy just gets a ton of usage in this offense here. Now, good matchup with Denver. Jamal Murray, not a defensive point guard here. 3rd most fantasy points allowed to this position. Dwayne Washington, price remains way too cheap for this current role. Keep an eye on those injuries. Those guys are out. Dwayne Washington in those lineups for me tonight. All right, small forward, power forward next, with more value in the mid-range with DeAndre Hunter of Atlanta. So this should be a fun game. Big total here, 233.5. Close spread between Milwaukee and Atlanta. I think what's going to happen here, a lot of people are going to shy away. Milwaukee, we know, very good defensively. That's not going to scare me when I'm paying only $5K for this guy who's been killing this DraftKings salary. We're talking 8, 9x returns in 3 of the last 4 games here. Again, yes, the matchup is tough. I understand that. But Hunter, a guy that can do a lot of things. They're going to need him on the floor to help out with Giannis. Capella is out. They're going to need him down low, trying to bang for those rebounds. A lot of reasons to love DeAndre Hunter tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, value train continues at point guard, shooting guard, Josh Richardson of San Antonio. The Spurs, another team dealing with a lot of injuries here. Devin Vassell is out. Keldon Johnson, questionable. He's missed the last few games, so we'll see if he returns. If he is out, love Richardson. Even if Johnson's back, still think Richardson's a part of this rotation. And under 5K on DraftKings, certainly a guy that can smash this salary. Now, the usage jumps over 2% with those guys off the floor. Averages over a fantasy point per minute with those guys off the floor as well. In another game that we want to target here. Yes, it's a big spread, potential blowout here, but I don't mind paying sub 5K prices. I'm not worried about a blowout. Richardson should get his normal allotment of minutes here. This game, very fast paced. Both of these teams love to get up and down the floor. In fact, both inside the top 8 here, and good form here for Richardson with this additional usage. 31 or more DraftKings points in 3 of the last 4 games. Just simply too cheap here in an up and down game. Give me some Josh Richardson here on Wednesday night. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Wednesday night. Before we do that, let's run it back. Our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play, free to play, and a thank you to you guys for your support here on the video. All you got to do, get in the comment section, right below the video and guess fantasy points for my beast of the night on FanDuel. The closest guess going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. While you're down there, who's your beast of the night? Who's your top play here on this Wednesday night slate? Sound off in that YouTube comment section. All right, let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Wednesday night, you know him as the beast of the night. All right, beast time. We're going to spend up here, but we're going to keep it at that 8K mark on DraftKings. We're rolling with shooting guard, small forward, Zach Levine of Chicago, tonight's beast of the night. So love this spot for Levine tonight against Washington. Either way, DeMar DeRozan questionable. So either way, I like Levine. But if DeRozan is out, Levine becomes a smash play here. The usage jumps over 4% with DeRozan off the floor, over 32% overall. Some elite numbers here for Zach Levine, and a guy that's just been playing incredibly well right now. 45 DraftKings points the last time these two teams met up. But we're talking 44 more in 5 of the last 7 games. And you want to talk ceiling at an 8K price point, this guy's gone 60 twice over those last 7 games here. Good combination of floor, ceiling, matchup, and if DeRozan's out, smash for Zach Levine easily. My favorite play on the board and tonight's beast of the night. All right, guys, that'll do it for Wednesday night here with 6 of my favorite plays off the tap on FanDuel and DraftKings. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget fantasy points for Zach Levine on FanDuel for your shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. If you haven't already, take a second, click that thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck here in the NBA tonight. NFL videos coming tomorrow, so keep an eye out on that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist